Good buzz in the room. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Harcourts Four Seasons Harcourts Vision Auctions. My name's Mark, and one of your auctioneers today. I'm in charge of the 2 o'clock session, so I've got 6 to go before we reach the break. And 3 of those for Vision, 3 of them for Harcourts Four Seasons. So thanks very much for coming along. My name is Mark McGoldrick, as I should say. We're joined by our business owners from both businesses. Greg and James from Four Seasons, and Deb Johnson, Aaron Johnson from Harcourts Vision. With 11 auctions, pardon me, it's a pretty good day, isn't it? The first of those is one that's been brought forward, and I'll tell you all about that. But to each of the owners we represent, thanks very much for your custom, for entrusting us with your precious assets, Eddie. Sorry to see you leaving the province, but we'll talk to you about that a bit later. No, we do appreciate it. We wish you the very, very best. To buyers in the room, good on you. As I was saying out there in the main room, just the 26 days till you know what. So good to see you here to take some action and get the business done. We'd love to see you in the bidding and with those hands up. I'll go through the rules of auction. I will just touch on Biza Green. Biza Green, I always thought they were black and yellow personally, but no, Cheryl's owners have received an offer ahead of the scheduled auction date, one which they deem to be acceptable in every regard. So we'll start the auction on that number and the property will be sold. So the reserve's effectively been met for the first auction, meaning there's no vendor bids. The property won't be withdrawn from the auction floor and we won't be pausing to negotiate, which we sometimes do in our other auctions. So here we have it here. For the other 10 auctions, we've got a confidential reserve price for each of those. I don't disclose that to you, but your job's to bid to that figure or exceed it, but prevail as the highest bidder is the trick for you to win. If we don't reach the owner's reserve in the initial bidding, we'll keep the auction going, but we will pause, and Linda, my fellow auctioneer, or I will have a conversation with you out in the main lounge. We want you to be the buyer today because we know you'll appreciate the exclusivity of opportunity when you buy at auction, because if properties don't sell, they have to go back and made available to the entire marketplace, and that includes conditional parties, so you'll find it a more complex situation for yourself. So make sure you've got your best bid on show at all times. If you're not the highest bidder, I say that with good reason, because if you're not the highest bidder, sometimes there can be an agreement reached outside the room. I've got to return here and say, whoops, the property's been withdrawn and sold to that highest bidder outside the room. So if you're waiting with the intention of having another go, you might be disappointed. So just be careful of that. As your auctioneer, except in the case of the first auction for Cheryl, I can place vendor bids. I would only do that in the absence of your bidding and miles away from the reserve. So if you hear me saying vendor bid, it just means we've got a little bit of work to do. Get those hands up and get cracking, and we'll see if we can get you across the line. If the team from Harcourts from around the district are bidding for buyers, I'll do my best to identify those people to you. You might hear me suggesting bids, the size of the bids that we increase by. Hey, look, I'm happy to work with your bidding strategy, place no limits on you, but if your bids are too cheeky, then I can and probably would refuse them, respectfully, of course. Any disputes in the bidding? Well, it normally comes when people are bidding at the same time. I'll just try and decipher who's bid first and we'll move on from there. The final thing I'll tell you is that on the fall of the hammer, that's the good news for you. If you've won, we'll give you a clap, we'll give you a pen to sign the agreement, pay to us a deposit, but just 10% of the purchase price, and we've got a copy of the approved buyer's guide that we give you and ask that you acknowledge receipt of at the end of that process. Harcourts Vision's Cheryl Wright is the lead marketing consultant for our first auction at number 7 Biza Green, Aiden Field in Christchurch City. Owners have been there for a good period of time. Family's growing, good to see Eddie, and we wish you the best in your next step. You've received that offer, as I say, so like I say, that effectively meets the reserve, and Cheryl will call that out for us in just a moment. Then you've got your chance to compete and buy. The property's freehold, it's on 811 squares, so it's just that extra size section, which you'll appreciate. The chattels and legal description are the same as what they were. 19th of January is your settlement date. That's the date you pick up the keys and you move on in. It's a classic Aiden Field home, this one, with that sprawling floor plan, 4-bed, 2-bath, lovely flat section, double internal access garage, dual living situation, 2 big large living rooms. I think the feature for me for this one is that it has got that superior indoor-outdoor flow, which we talk about. It's got a lovely big deck, hardwood deck, that flows to your established garden, lovely flat lawn. It's got that louver system as well as the arch gola as well. So I actually think Eddie is not too good in the heat because he's installed all these heat pumps for air conditioning in the summer. So you get the benefit of the comfort of those. The setting is beautiful at Biza Green. It's really almost semi-rural. It's such a peaceful place to be. And I think that's the reason why we might be here a bit early, which is the case in this instance. Cheryl, it's the first one of the day. What's the number that's brought the auction forward? 988,000. At 988,000. Right, we're on the market and selling. 7 Biza Green. Who's got a bid in advance before I sell it away? At 988, I think the good strategy here would be to say $1 million. What do you think? Agreeing with that suggestion, sir? At 988, maybe 990 will get you there as well. You never know. 988. Good young family are on the move. First call at the figure. Second call, maybe 1,000 could do it. Third call. Silence the stern response. 7 Biza Green at 988. Danny, I believe that's your buyers. Congratulations. The house has gone and sold. Hooray. Well done, Cheryl. Always nice to start our session like that. But we move to Harcourts 4 Seasons to the Palms. And Jud Lane, you're our next marketing consultant. Well, here's a good, reliable home in a pocket of Christchurch that just continues to grow in popularity and demand. It's in pretty good condition. It's nice and contemporary. Owner's a clever person. Has got it looking absolutely tip-top for you. He's loved living there and taking on a bit of a lifestyle situation. You say, Jud Lane, you must be one of the busier people I've met today at the moment. So. You're doing a lot of business and good on you, sir. No stone left unturned. Very diligent is our Joe. He's brought the property to the market. It's an estate and freehold, so that's that good tenure that you'll be looking for. 751 squares is the size of the parcel, so good land again. Chattels, legal description, the same. 26th of January is your settlement date. If you've arranged a different date with our owners through Joe, then that's fine. We just abide by that and we work to that. So good for you. Well, I think the reason this part of town is just continuing with its popularity and demand is that there's good, solid, quality homes, freehold homes on good sized sections here. It's good community. This one's a beauty. It's rock solid. You've got your lovely big lounge, big windows as well. The log burner to keep you warm in the good makeover. You've got a chance to add some value as well. Studio within the garage also might provide you some good storage or utility options. Cool colours through the home. It's contemporary decor, and in that part of town where you've got lots of parks, handy schools are nearby, and just be a good chance to get on the ladder here at 43 Grand Prix Street in Hoonahai. Calling now for opening bids as we get underway. Who's going to be moving in? Have we got a starter? Sir, what are you saying for me? 500,000, it's a good round figure to start. We'll get you underway there. 500,000, you might see some competition here. Let's find out. At 5 and 00, the $500,000 I'm going to say for you. It sounds a bit better, doesn't it? 500,000. I'll call now for maybe a 20 or maybe a 50 if you're bold. What are we thinking? Down here, just at 500,000 with my opening bidder. Green Park. Green fields for you, chance to add value as well, but you move straight in, very, very comfortable already. 3 better. First chance at the figure. Second call, third call there at 5. Any bid in advance? Well, I'll vendor bid, sir, just against you. I'll say 520. Just get us closer to the action. At 520, you might say 40. You'd be comfortable to do that, I'm sure. At 520 is a vendor bid. Remember from the start, 540 he does. At 540, who's going to compete at these levels? Should be easy at these levels. Lots of value at these figures. First chance. Second call. Third call. I'll put you on notice, because if there's no further bid, we pause the auction. I offer the property to these good people on their own. Sylvia, you going to have a bid? At 540. Final chance? No, 550. Just about paused the auction. 555? Okay, puts up 10 for you, sir. I'd be back with the...
555.
I didn't think you were going to say that, actually. 555, you don't want to make it too easy for your competition.
60.
560. 560.
565.
You should get the 20 in, sir. 565. 570. Get in there. Say 6. 570. Could be a bit of strategy, tactics. 570.
580.
580. Doubling up, my man, or 90. 590. Good on you, Sylvia. Sylvia's from the Harcourts team, bidding for a buyer on the telephone. 600, sir. Well done. At 6. 610. Sylvia's still there. 610. 615. Sorry? Just one? Okay. 616, you're a good girl at lots of our auctions, sir. There's an opportunity coming up for here. 616. 618. 19. Sir, I'm going to ask you to say 30. Just trying to help you out. 619.
621.
That's, you have to say 22, sir.
22.
22, 23. 623.
24.
24, doing it in ones. 626. Call that the Mazda bid. 626. Should we do the wake-up call, sir? 630. 626 at this stage. First chance. Hang in there. Second call. 626. 628. 628. It's like these three-way coalitions. They don't work, do they? 628, they're bidding the ones. 628. 628. Be great buying, sir. Green Park, big section. Bordering Summerfield. 628. Close to Pioneer, not far from the hills. At 628. First call. Second call. Third chance. You sure, sir? Is it just no for now or no forever? 628. 628. Sylvia, you lead. I'm below my selling instructions. I need to talk to you in private. You might want Fung and yourself to come out and have a wee. 629. 630. Now Joe will be saying, don't let them stop on a round number. 630. All done this time, sir?
Thank you.
Okay, good on you, sir. Appreciate the bidding. We're still in that situation, Sylvia. I'll just come and have a chat to you in private. It's 630.
I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head. I've been stuck on anyway, but it's not like I need it. And we may have some history, but we don't have to repeat it. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I'm gonna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. 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 I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I just need to. I just need to clear my head.
Okay, we'll go back to Harcourts Bishopdale, Harcourts Vision. Sonia Stott is a lead marketing consultant in an area of town that you know very, very well, Sonia, in Clarkville. There must be something about the area because our good owners have been there for 18 years, but are just going, not a very long distance away. So, good decision. We're at Neves Manor, which is a historic place, some 70 years ago, or 140 years in the making for you. So, you've been on a fairly historic title. I think they chose that spot back there in, what would that be, 1883, I think, sir, when they wanted to get the best spot in Clarkville, and I think they chose it here. The cottage is an absolute beauty. It is authentic. It is the real McCoy. But the land, here we go at 91 Island Road, is a freehold estate comprising just a tick over 4 acres at a 1 2/3 of a hectare, 1 2/3 hectares. The legal description is Lot 6, Deposited Plan 67643. It's on Certificate of Title, Volume 39C, Folio 563 in the Canterbury Land Registry. Chattels include the doghouse and run, the electric fence unit, and there is a self-contained cottage, but we'll talk a little bit more about that. It's a nice modern dwelling as well. Wednesday the 13th of December, you can be in nice and smartly, so good settlement terms there. And like I say, the owners are moving close by, so they'll be happy to have you in at Neves. I think that's the self-contained cottage we've got there. Yes, it is. But no, it's a fascinating but affordable opportunity to just to grab a land holding of this size, this close to town. I went and inspected the property, met the owners, took 12 minutes from St Albans, which I thought was a pretty rapid trip, and having those roading changes just brought it that little bit closer. But such a peaceful spot. Once we were there, we sat outside the cottage there at that table and chairs and had a good chat. The bellbird was singing away to us, and we watched the goats and the miniature horses playing there. There were some chickens as well. So beautiful pasture, lovely 4 paddocks there. The home itself, well, it's got the macrocarpet cladding. It's an absolute classic. It's so authentic and true to form. It's got a marvellous history to it. It's a really solid house, but whatever you might choose to do will only pay you back in spades. There's the spot there. The gardens are beautiful. The trees are well chosen, specimen historic trees. The separate cottage, well, it came along a few years ago. It's nice and modern and fully kitted out, so whatever the use you choose for it. There's a massive 3-bay barn, I think 132 square metres of it with the extra height. Did you see the big yacht that's stored in there at the moment? There's another 3-bay shed, that's got power as well. And even further sheds right there. It's established and sheltered. It's a lovely piece of land. It's a gorgeous home. And I see lots of people who are getting married choose to have their photo taken in front of the old barn as well. 91 Island Road, 4 acres of it. Who's here to bid and buy? At Clarkville, 18 years it's been in the happy clutches of our owners. They stay in Clarkville. It's a good recommendation. 800,000 won't own it. Happy to invite you in at that level. At 8, 4 acres, surely. The barn and cottage would be worth that alone, I would have thought. So I'll take a vendor bid at that figure, just while you hesitate. Happy to work, say with a 50. What do you think? At $800,000 only. We're high and dry here. It's a beautiful spot. Second call, third call. I'll take that vendor bid at 850. At 850, I'm going to ask you to say 870 for me quickly. I put you on notice. Here and now at the auction's the time to do it. You know that. Neves Manor, Island Road. First call, second call. Thrice at the figure. Silence the stern response, Sonia. Look, we could pass it on a vendor bid. I think we're going to put a price on the home. Is that right? And on the land as well. This close to town, $890,000 is the market price. I think that represents amazing value. So Sonia Stott is the person to talk to. Don't hesitate. Get on the phone to Sonia. She'll be more than happy to take your call. But we go to that next stage. So Greg and Stephanie, thanks very much. And Sonia will stay on the job there. I'll give you a wee moment on that. Folks, I'm just going to bring your attention back to 43 Green Street in Hoon Hay, working with our highest bidder. That's Sylvia Zhu was working with the buyer there. So look, we have had an increase in the bid, and but on the basis that our owners have exercised their prerogative under clause 2.6, as we talked about at the start with the rules. So Josh, you've given us the okay that I've been instructed at 635,000 to withdraw the property from the auction floor, but sell it to Sylvia's buyer. So congratulations at 635, Sylvia, for the buyer as well. Okay, Aaron Johnson, we're going your way, sir, and we are off to Redwood. So Aaron, really busy agent at Harcourts Vision, business owner as well, to Clivedon Place. Our owners have loved this home. They've owned it for a long, long time, and they've got it in mint condition here. It's the perfectly proportioned proposition for you, I would say, here in this cul-de-sac in Redwood. It's a super little spot. It really is a well-balanced home. 30 Clivedon Place. It is a freehold estate as well, and we don't underestimate that tenure. It just means you're in control. 692 squares. It's perfect size. Legals, chattels, exact as to what Aaron distributed to you. 15th of December as well. Really rapid settlement terms. So you move in, get the Christmas tree up. It's about the right date to put it up, the 15th of December, not the 15th of November, is it? But so you can move in there. It's neat as a pin, cute as a button. It's really got that feeling that it has been well looked after. It's had its fair share of TLC over the years. It's been refreshed in the right areas. I think the carpet's it's just a couple of years old. That's still fresh as. All the 3 bedrooms are a good size. There's a nice open plan nature to the kitchen. Kitchen's is a good contemporary feel. It's nice and accessible, so you might get a helper or two, or at least stay in the conversation when you're on that night. This is the area that just adds another lounge to your home. Nick said he'd only give it 6 months of the year. I reckon you'd be out there for eight months. It's a super backyard. It's really secure and private for 2-legged and 4-legged dependents. You'll enjoy it. There's an excellently studio in the garage, part of the double garage there, but plenty of room for 2 cars as well. It's a quiet cul-de-sac. You've got access to the park, and even that mighty establishment of St. Bede's, Aaron, not too far away. You didn't turn out too bad, me boy. So here we go. 30 Clivedon Place. The opening bid is where? This is going to be good buying here. It's the type of home Canterbury's famous for. Just a simple 6, I think, would be the number to get underway. We 600. I thought that might have sparked a Mexican wave of bidding, really, at that level. At 30 Clivedon, I'll take the bid on behalf of the vendor at 6. 20 would be my jump from here if I was bidding, but I'll work with you if you like at 600,000. Lots to love about the home. It's solid Summerhill stone. First call, you can't beat it. Nice community there. Second call. Third call. Neighbours look after each other down here. 620 vendor bid. Who's going to say even 30? I'll let you in. Friendly auctioneer. First, second and third chance. Right, well, they're not putting their hand up for me. I'll just nudge that vendor bid up slightly. 3040, 640. I think it's clearly not for sale at that figure, Aaron. People can come and talk to you now. If you've been through the campaign, Aaron will be on the dog and bone and get back to you. So Tammy and Nick just have to put up with Aaron for that little bit longer, but he'll get the job done swiftly, I'm sure. So passed in on a vendor bid at 640. Value clearly above that figure, I think you'll agree. Explain. Really? Well, folks, at 10 Snowcup Close in Lincoln, we offer you one extremely stylish modern home. Not the first home our owners have created, but they thought it was actually going to be their last. But of course, they've got the itchy feet again. They're on the move. So I think it represents a great opportunity for you to move into an ultra stylish, well-designed home. They've chosen Lisa Kingston and Ferg Spain to represent them in the marketplace, an excellent choice, and the two of you from the Rolleston office are working superbly together. At 10 Snowcup Close, a freehold estate, it's on 878 square metres, so pretty impressive that is. The legal description is unchanged, as is the list of chattels as well. It's a high quality list with the ducted zone heating system, both bathrooms underfloor heating, of course, internal speaker system, electronic entry. The 4-camera security system stays with the property, irrigation system as well. So it's a high quality list of chattels, which is synonymous with the quality of the home. 26th of January, that's the date you move in. We're seeing that settlement date a bit in our auctions at the moment, but that is the date you work for unless you've arranged a different one. I have seen some clever layouts in homes, but I don't think any would surpass the layout in this home. It really is perfect. It's got that modern flow for family lifestyle. It is absolutely ideal. You've got to love the main family body of the home. That glorious kitchen, breakfast par, and what a scullery. Opens out to both your outdoor entertainment areas on that side of the home, but a lovely big spacious lounge room as well. Don't forget you've got the other outdoor area that's cupped in the centre of your home. You can see a good view of it there. Great spot for the kiddies to be playing out there. I know the current ones enjoy it as much as you will. Look at this, the quality in the kitchen, the splashback, the bench tops, double oven there I see with the Bosch. Lovely separate lounge media room that comes off the back of the kitchen. Throughout the accommodation, well, that's marvellous as well. There's even another breakout area down that end of the home. The bathrooms are absolutely sumptuous. You won't see more ingenious design in those. Very pleasing on the eye, but functionally beautiful as well. Master suite. Well, if you're lucky enough to be the breadwinner, you're going to have a treat moving into this one here. It's gorgeous. It's a lovely cul-de-sac, Snowcup Close. Surrounded by lovely homes, but I think this one would be the pick of the bunch. At number 10, I'm giving it a 10 out of 10, inviting you into the bidding here and now. To be just the second owner, I think that's too cheeky, Tatey, at $1 million. You have to be a little bit stronger. I was going to suggest 1-2, but if you'd meet me in the middle, I'll work with you there. You just wouldn't get off the ground at 1-1. Okay, appreciate you doing that. Appreciate your flexibility. Here to help each other. We'll see if we can get your buy there. But at 1-1, have we got competition for these good people? I think 1-2 would be the place to go. What are we saying? First call, second call, third call for all intents and purposes, brand new. Very lightly lived in. Gorgeous modern family home. Third call. Tatey, I'm actually going to vendor bid at 1-2. I've got no hesitation to do so. So vendor bid at 1.2 million. We know we're not selling there. You've got to be well better than that. At 1,200,000. You've seen what's happening in Lincoln. Just that growth, that burgeoning. At 1-2. I think you'd say 1-3. You'd be mad not to. At 1-2, I'll work with the 50, I suppose. But at 1-2. Imagine the cost of replacement. Lovely utility room, the cloak room. Funky design in the guest room and the guest facilities. Sumptuous accommodation. Serveries on either side of the scullery. Gorgeous modern kitchen. At 1-2, that's what we're saying. We hang on to it. You've got to be better than that. And significantly. In Snowcup, Stiffen Up in Snowcup.
1-2-10.
It's not the ideal bid for me at 1-2-10, but I'll work with you. You're my highest one at this stage. Come on, folks, you should be leaping in to compete at these levels. At 1,210,000, once, twice, third. Right, I think my vendor bidding days are over on this particular auction. I'm going to pause the auction. I need to talk to your people, Tatey, and Richard Tate, manager at Rolleston, we're going to offer them the opportunity. We'll come and have a chat in private.
Running through the lights of my thoughts,
Ladies and gentlemen, come on Buttercup, back to Snowcup. We're just going back to number 10 Snowcup Close, Lisa Kingston. You've been doing a lot of the work in that one. We've been doing some work outside of the room to take the bid from 1.21 million to 1.25 million. But at that stage, the owners are saying, no, we've got to do a little bit more work for that one to be sold. And I think there's a bit of value, much better value higher than that. But we thank our bidder. We've got to 1,250. I'm going to pass the property in back to Lisa and Ferg at that level. Now, that means there's an opportunity for some of you who haven't been able to get here and bid, but are looking at the home and may have conditions or otherwise. Now your chance is to pounce. So ring Lisa Kingston, ring Ferg Spain, you've got your chance. That's passed in at 1,250. Right, we've got another team effort coming up. Richard and Sue Worley, of course, who do some marvellous lifestyle work, amongst others, as well as Georgia Glenn. So Richard and Georgia have had the responsibility here at 313 Plasket Road in Fernside. Really top spot. A dream country situation is how I would describe it. Just 5 minutes from Rangiora town. And George, your one coming up in Merton Road is probably the same distance. So we've got some cracking lifestyle for you today. This is an absolute heartstring pulling home, this one here. It is a magnificent estate. We thank very much to Steve and Deb for the instructions and to the Family Trust as well at 313 Plasket Road in Fernside. What a setting. It is a freehold estate. It's 4.3235 hectares, so it is just above that 10-acre block. It's Lot 1, Deposit Plan 505258 in the Canterbury Land Registry. Now, by way of chattels, I can tell you about that. There's no change to the list that's been circulated. You've got till the 18th of January before you settle next year, so that's the date you take over. And we'll just have your legal advisor would have confirmed clause 27, because the trustees include Georgia as well, there's limited liability on her, and we've made the deletions in the warranty clauses as well. So I'm sure the legal beagles would have ticked that one all off, quite common for the family trust sale as well. Well, it's the position and location are pretty much grade A+, but when you go through the big gates and down your tree line driveway, wow, what a treat awaits for you. Gorgeous country family home across the two levels. It's grand, it's stately, but it's the lawn and gardens that surround it. Such beautiful established trees and marvellous privacy and peace in that setting. There's been a lot of work done to improve and maintain the interior of the home. They've just re-stoned the chimneys on both the family room and the lounge room. As you can see, there goes right to the ceiling now. The Remu timbers are absolutely resplendent. The important and expensive work has been done to the kitchen and walk-in pantry, but the remodelling of the dining space as well. The owners wanted that to be quintessentially English, and they've really achieved that. So it's a gorgeous flow to that downstairs living. Upstairs, beautiful accommodation. You'll sleep like an angel upstairs. If you are in the master suite, you'll feel like royalty. Just the outlook over the domain is very, very impressive. Like I say, over 10 acres, it's beautifully fenced. You've got the stockyards, massive sheds, the studio off the garage as well, for whatever purpose you choose. The paddocks run all around the property. It's got established fencing and established hedges, but it's just the proximity both to Rangiora and to Christchurch City to have a treat like this. Well, it's been a very, very special opportunity. They don't come around like this very often, so I'll give you the opportunity to start in the bidding. Who's going to kick us away? Well, you know the values, folks. You know what the rateable value is. You've seen what the previous owner has paid for it. We thought we'd invite you in at 1,950. What do you think? For a parcel like this, what do you know your country lifestyle values? 1,950 should have a show of hands, surely. Vendor bid at 1,950 in the absence of yours. I suggest we go straight to 2. Would be nice and easy. At 1,950, do I see just a teeny wee bit of 50? You might be stronger. I don't know, but a 1,950 stays with our owners. Gorgeous carrot with deer fencing is impressive as well. But it's the gardens, the settings, the privacy that have caught most of your comments at this stage. Second call And third, I'll give you a quick chance saying 2 million. At 2 million, is there 50 to go from here? Twice and third vendor bid. The hands haven't gone up. Richard, Georgia, I pass it back to you. We've got to price the property actually, aren't we?
Yes, we are going to price the property at 2190.
2190 at 2,190,000. It's pretty enticing, I would have thought. Richard Worley, ring Georgia Glen as well. They'd love to hear from you. So Plasket Road goes through to the next stage. If you're in a conditional situation, well, you might have your chance now. So talk to the Worleys and talk to Georgia Glen. Linda, how are you, my fellow?
Well,
Yeah, that's
thank
good.
you.
That's
We'll
good,
just
yeah.
keep going straight into it.
So,
Right. This is the beginning of the 3 o'clock program. I'm Linda Warren-Davey, one of the auctioneers at Harcourts Four Seasons. So welcome, absolute pleasure to be here. And Lisa Tippin, there she is. I know that she's got our clients on the telephone. Welcome to the rooms, Lisa. All the very best to our client. Lisa is known as the Queen of Waikuku Beach. I hope you don't mind me saying that. She's sold absolutely many a property in this highly sought after area. She's conducted the marketing campaign for the super little property where we sold the neighbouring section, a bare block of land just a couple of weeks ago at auction under the hammer. So we're just going to move straight along. I'm confirming the legal description of the property. It's an estate and freehold, being part lot 10, deposited plan 37086, positioned on a 625 square metre parcel of land, more or less. And that's recorded on the certificate of title CB 36A 1220 and CB 36A 1222. And Section 1 of the Survey Office Plan 18301, goodness me, in the Canterbury Land Registry. Settlement date 15th of December, that's been offered 2023. Now, I did notice in that list of chattels that the Rabbit House, the Rabbit Hutch is staying. It didn't mention whether that was with vacant possession. So is that rabbit staying or not?
I don't think so.
You don't think so, right, okay, so the rabbit goes. She's just said no. Look, and folks, if you are looking for a beach pad, a family home, a toehold within a community-enriched seaside environment, this is the one for you. Nestled in a very charming and private sheltered garden, it's a very comfortable two-storey family home where a family recreational lifestyle is catered for. I love that functional floor plan. It's flowing, it's spacious, out to that a very well-positioned deck, offering the perfect place for al fresco dining and just enjoying that afternoon sun. What we all love about Waikuku Beach, walkways, cycle tracks, just an opportunity to enjoy an enviable lifestyle. Stunning sunrises over the sea. Lisa is testament to that. She lives down there. Very easy accessibility to Rangiora, Ravenswood, Christchurch City. We are seeking a new owner today. We are seeking unconditional interest. Who'd like to start me off? And the auction is open for 19 McKenzie Place in Waikuku Beach. Looking for an opening offer. And it's unconditional interest that we're after, not conditional at this very moment. I also realise that we've got viewers too here live stream, so good afternoon and welcome to you. 19 McKenzie Place, I'm just going to provide a pathway here on behalf of our seller. It's a vendor bid at $675,000. Maybe that's what somebody here in the room needs, just as I said, a guideline, a pathway. Vendor bid with me at $675,000. Any increase over and above $675,000. You've got 3 opportunities, all silent. At $675,000, I'll just count it down, that it's going once, twice, third and final time, all quiet, hands still in pockets. Well, look, taking into consideration buyer feedback, market indications, our clients have instructed me to provide a very clear pathway now, price the property here on the floor at $749,000. That is a very sharp price point. So also to our viewers, I know there is some conditional interest and they are watching today. Here we go, 19 McKenzie Place priced at $749,000. So if you've got interest, Lisa Tippin, Queen of Waikuku Beach, she's the one to call. Thanks so much, and I'll be back very shortly. Mark, back to you.
Okay, I'll just wait for Jan Green to come in. She and Ross Mitchell have been marketing our next one. Jan and Ross work at the Lincoln office, but we're going out to Rolleston, and we've got a brand new home. It's just hot off the press here at 8 Jud Lane. And I think if you are buying a brand new home, firstly, good on you. You're right to do so, and you're lucky to do so, particularly of this calibre. But I think if you want to build a developer who really stands behind their product, does a tremendous job, Gem Builders Limited are those people. We've worked with them for a number of years. Their property is always of the highest quality. It is always exceptional. And like I say, they stand behind it with both feet, that is for sure. So to Julie, Eddie and Mark, thanks very much. Another wonderful creation here at 8 Jud Lane. Just seeing if Jan wants to come through and hear my beautiful words. We'll just pause for a moment. Right, I'll just run through the formalities of the agreement that Jan and Ross would have made available to you. It's a very concise and clean agreement, auction agreement that they put forward. You know that it's a freehold estate that you bid for and buy. Great size section. It's 1,143 square metres, so really is a generous section. The legals are exact. I just do want to touch on some of the chattels because the extras in the home are exceptional as well, with ducted air conditions, that's zoned. The Pioneer sound system that goes through the lounge, the master and the portico, or the covered outdoor area. That's one of your chattels. Automated irrigation, don't underestimate that. You've got the attic ladder as well, and that glorious 3-car garage that is perfect for your extra storage, suitcases and whatnot. The glorious thing about this home is that you can have it in a jiffy. We'll get you in the 8th of December. You could probably have them in a little bit earlier than that. So that's the thing that it buys you, not only a beautiful home, but the gift of time as well. High specification home. It's a well-proven, outstanding layout and the flow, but as well as the beautiful finishing in the home. You can just tell. Spacious flow through the living with a glorious 2 living arrangement. See the raised ceilings just to give you that extra feeling of space. You're anchored by that master chef kitchen breakfast bar, and the scullery in particular in this particular home is absolutely breathtaking. You'll notice if you have looked around a few new homes, the specification of the tapware, the fittings, the lighting is all right up to the highest standards. Great office nook space there too. But I think when you look out here to your portico, to your covered outdoor space with the skylights, the integrated sound system, you know if you like to entertain, then you're going to have a lot of fun in this one. Bedrooms and bathrooms that are absolutely sumptuous. The master suite, well, if you're bidding and buying for it and you get that and you land there, well, good on you, you deserve it, because it is simply luxury. 3-car garaging plus the extra parking for the toys, and all that sleek, stylish exposed ag concrete, just big apron right around the home. There's square metres of it that are very, very generously laid out by Gem Builders. Lawn's all good to go. Who's bidding away? 1,143 square metres. Home to die for. There must be 1, 2 in the room, surely.
1, 2.
There he goes. The big red, you can't miss him. He's bidding away at 1, 2, confidently for a buyer. Someone might shoot straight to 1, 3 if you're astute and you appreciate a home of this quality. First call at the 1, 2. Second call, 1.2 million, 1,200,000. Third call, what about a 50? We'll take me to the 1 1/4 at 1, 2. Brendan, I'm going to vendor bid against you at 1,250. Confident to do so. You might be my only man here and now at 1,250. See the Harcourts just proving we work in with all companies.
75.
Okay, 75 on top takes us to 1,325. He's not listening, is he? No. I presume you mean 1,275. I can't be too tough on you.
1275.
Okay, rightio. At 1, 2 and 75. First, second, third call. Big Red, it's you and me, my man. I'm not going to vendor bid against you anymore, but we're below my selling instructions. You could even adjourn out in the fresh air if you liked, or out in the main lounge. I'll give you the choice. Auction's open and live.
does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa, and if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to see, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a, yeah, I've discussed it with myself, and I'm disgusted with the way we're told to have a certain face, a certain weight, because we are in pixels on a screen. No, we're human, we breathe. Every single thing we see curated, it's overrated. These expectations, they keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, and if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to think, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a, yeah. Keep me waiting, keep me guessing. I know you can blow my mind. I'm clear-headed, so upgraded. Every moment feels like I'm high. They say less is more, it's true. Only one I need is you. I just wanna give my best. I'm sorry if I fail with that. Could it be love? 'Cause we can do anything. Could it be trust? Shivers onto my skin. I can close my eyes, but I got peace in my mind. Could it be love? Could it be us? Keeping me up all night. Keeping me up all night. Keeping me up all night. Could it be love? Could it be us?
Are the boys going to come back through? They'll be happy with it. Okay, we're at 8 Jud Lane, beautiful new home, Gem Builders Limited. They're a fine bunch of gentlemen. They always use Jan Green and Ross Mitchell to represent them in the marketplace because they're sensible, they're intelligent. Sir, you could just confirm your bid. Big red. 1,350. Look, I've been instructed at 1,350,000. This beautiful home at 8 Jud Lane is very happily to that big fella's client. So well done. Congratulations. Well done, Jan. Good stuff. On to the next. And good to have other companies welcome in our auction room. Thanks very much. We never have an auction day without Katie Lane bringing a quality home in the Selwyn district normally, or around Christchurch City. She's always there in our auction rooms. You're a great auction girl, Katie, so thanks very much. We're at 9 Shona Lane in West Melton, and I think that's got to be the signature shot, doesn't it, Rob? Thanks very much for your instructions. It's a high quality, high spec home. It's only a few years old. I think this is going to suit a family that likes to have fun, that likes to entertain, and have their friends gather around and make a fuss of them and spoil them. I think that's certainly what you're going to enjoy. In this freehold estate, 1,080 square metres. It's a great size, so just a tick more than that good quarter acre. Legal description is absolutely unchanged. The amp and the TV are part of your chattel list, as well as the brand new louver system that Rob put on, and really has just taken that outdoor area to the next level. Don't forget the outdoor table and chairs remains with you. That's a bonus chattel. Washing machine, dryer, and surely the pinnacle chattel is the wine fridge, which is going to remain with the home. The rest of the standard chattels are there. The 2nd of February is the settlement date we've got struck down. If that date suits you, that's great. If you've managed to arrange a different date through Katie, that's good too. Now, there has been a lot of enhancements made to this already modern home, including the louvers, but mainly the landscaping in the home has been improved by our current owners. I just think it's an absolute oasis of fun. Striking looking home with lovely street appeal in this gorgeous cul-de-sac here in West Melton. But upon entry, you can see that the fulcrum of the home is the central kitchen area, breakfast bar, walk-in pantry that's just flanked and surrounded by relaxation zones. You've got your lovely winter spot, a little bit cosier with the fire on for the cooler months, but then it opens out with that light, bright, spacious area with the doors that slide right back open. It just brings this great part of the home into play. You'll love having your friends around. The children will have the absolute ball. You just spill outside as the sun bathes in there. So private. You've got the pond there, lovely lawns, gardens, heaps of patio as well. Really minimalist look inside, slick bench tops, like I say, contemporary decor, 4-bed, 2-bath, marvellous configuration, excellent garaging in the home. Master's got that outdoor egress as well, which is important, and just a home that you simply won't want to leave. It's a really cool community out at West Melton. You'll be part of that in no time. You get the Christmas lights going. I think Rob's committed to doing it this year, but just one of the little traditions that they do at West Melton. Okie dokie, up to you folks. You've seen the hammer fall a couple of times. You've seen how it's done. The start in the bidding is normally advantageous for the clever people who bid and buy at auction. We'd ask you in at 950. I think that would be more than reasonable. You're welcome in, sir. Good luck at 950. The hand shot up at the level as we sure it would. What about $1 million? Are you going to compete and have a go there? Just at 950. First call here at 9 Shona Lane. Second call. Third chance at 950 with my opener. I'll vendor bid against you, sir, without hesitation at $1 million. I'll say $1 million. I welcome you back to say 150, if you like. To say $1,050,000, I should say. At $1 million only here. First chance. Expansive, luxurious entertainer's home. Second, third call. Sir, what's it to be? 1010. Okay, I'll work with you at this stage. If there's competition, I would encourage you to get involved. At $1,010,000, no more vendor bids. First, second and third chance. Just you and I, sir. Come and have the chat. We'll see if we can get you to be the buyer. Come on out. You've seen how it works. You've been patient with us today, so we'll go and see what we can do.
We'll move on to Anybody ready? No. Not ready.
So we can make a start. Thanks, folks, for your patience. Sometimes we've got people, owners and clients in different parts of the world, so we're just connecting everything, and I think that we are now ready to go. Big welcome to Karen Ward. Thanks so much. It's been a pleasure working with you on this property as always, and a very warm welcome to our viewers. I think one of our clients is watching our live stream, and all the very best to our clients. And of course, I'm just reaffirming here today that by bidding, you acknowledge you are entering into a cash and unconditional sale. All aside agreements, if there are any, they remain in place. Now, Karen has made all the property documentation available throughout the marketing campaign, and I'm happy to confirm that the legal description of the property is an estate in freehold, being lot 17, deposited plan 18001, positioned on a 792 square metre parcel of land, more or less. All of that information is recorded in the Certificate of Title CB 7036 and the Canterbury Land Registry. There is an extensive list of chattels. They remain the same, with vacant possession being offered on the 14th of December 2023, so just in time for cooking your Christmas ham in that lovely oven. And look, the first thing that comes to mind when we look at this place, location and versatility. This is a property that's a family-sized home with abounding space both inside and out, in a very private, very sheltered setting within a very popular neighbourhood with surrounding quality abodes. It's the sort of property where relaxing and entertaining have been well thought of. And I think for many, the jewel in the crown is the corner section that offers two access ways to the property, of which one leads to that additional tandem garage, and that provides plenty of room, extra vehicles, home handyman tools and toys, and it would even make a great den for tinkering in, private studio, maybe work from home. So look, folks, that's enough from me. We're getting towards the end of our program. 45 Grand Prix Street there in Casebrook. I'm opening the auction, and I'm looking for an opening bid. Who'd like to start me off? 105. At $1,050,000. Welcome in, sir, at $1,050,000. I like your confidence there. Okay, so opening bid, $1,050,000. Any other interest over and above 1050, as you can read on our screen there. Opening bid, any other offers? I'm going to give you 3 opportunities. We're going once at $1,050,000, twice, third and final time. Look, we're just not quite at a level that I can sell, so we'll just pause the auction. It's still live. We'll go and have a conversation, and let's see if we can get you into being the new owner of this home. Thanks so much.
Stay just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've
Well, look, what's up on the screen is 134 Merton Road in Fernside, with the orchard there. George Gardner, I always thought you're a good young fellow. I thought you might have grown up in a situation like this. You know, a bit of land, a bit of acreage, good stuff. You're working from our Rangiora office, pardon me, bringing forward this awesome lifestyle opportunity at 134 Merton Road in Fernside. Beautiful, peaceful spot. I had the pleasure of visiting the other day. And we were talking about 313 Plasket being close to Rangiora. This one too is about the same distance, just in that other direction. Of course, Plasket runs into Merton, doesn't it? So it's a top spot. Thanks to the Family Trust, you made a fine choice in choosing George Gardner. He's one of our favourites. He's brought forward this freehold estate at some 2.3354 hectares. And John Tucker, George's manager, has confirmed for me it's around about 5 3/4 acres, I think, in that other measurement. The legal description is accurate. The log burner, HRV and fridge form part of your chattel list. The rest of the standard chattels are as George has circulated to you. 24th of January 2024 was not the original date we did have, George, was it? But that is the date that stands on the agreement. Thanks for the highlighting that, Rachel, as well. And you would have just checked off through your lawyer additional clauses 23 to 27. That's one for the legal beagles. Well, it's actually a modern, well-appointed modern home here, tucked away. But look at the setting that you've got here, right in the middle of the country. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom family home. I love the comfort and ease of the home, as we say, the flow, the lovely big lounge with the ceilings like this, but with the skillion rafters as well. The dual living situation with dining. There's plenty of outdoor access from the home. The setting in the garden is absolutely beautiful. If privacy and sunshine's your thing, you'll be happily ensconced here. Trampolines had a good go, I can see that too, so it's perfect for families. Sheds and outbuildings. I met some very happy lammies as I went and inspected the paddocks as well. You've got gorgeous shelters. The hedging's really, really good. That's been trimmed up for you as well. I think there's around about 130 walnut trees, isn't there? So that's good. Other fruit trees as well. And the sheds and outbuildings to process all of those and to earn a bob or two. Also, the gardens that surround you are gorgeous. The home's got a great feel to it. I think it's going to represent excellent value here at 134 Merton Road in Fernside. Okay, so I need an opening bid. Unless it's a phone one, we're going to invite you in at 9:50. At 9:50, I thought would be an easy place to start. Do that on a vendor bid. I'll give you 3 quick calls. First, second and third. Is there a million or better? Look, I'm not seeing anyone who's going to give us that bid, George. I'll just go straight to $1,050,000. We'll just end it off there. Just call that our final vendor bid. Unless you want to talk about a market price a bit later, we won't do that. We'll pass at $1,050,000, I think. See, that's if you've got a budget in excess of that, talk to George Gardner. I mean, that's easy. It's a no-brainer. All that land, 5 3/4 acres, glorious lush pasture, lovely 4-bed, 2-bath home. No, it's a no-brainer at that level. That's what we want it to be, passed at that figure. We'll go and see if I can get you an update on show.
used to be the one living in the fast lane. Used to be the one who only cried in the rain. I used to work so hard to get it. It's so hard to get it.
Okay, thanks everybody. Thanks so much for your patience. No. Yep. I will wait till it's all about that live streaming, isn't it? Welcome back, viewers. Thank you very much for your patience. We went out of the room at $1,050,000 and we had a negotiation, and I'm delighted to say that the property has been sold. We are invoking clause 2.6 where the property has been sold out of the room, but I do have the authority to say that we have sold at 1.2 million. So I'm going to knock it down and say it's sold. A big congratulations to our purchaser. Thank you so much. And of course, a big congratulations to our owners. And does that wrap up today? I'll ask you. Oh no, it doesn't. I was going to say good afternoon, but it is good afternoon from me. And Mark will be back shortly.
Used to be the ghost boy looking for fame. I used to work so hard to get
does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head.
back to 9 Showman Lane, please. Rach wants to live there, she's always showing it. Thanks, Jess Gold, Rachel Ashton. Just bringing your attention back to 9 Shona Lane. Katie Harrison's been our marketing consultant. She got us a bidder in the room, and he bid to 1,010,000. Same digit sat there at 1,100,000. That bid is confirmed. It's not going to sell at that figure, Katie. I put it back in your hands. I would call for another bid, but we've done our time. So we're passing it on a live bid at 1.1 million. Rob, and our assurances that we go back into the market with gusto and with enthusiasm. I think there's value above that personally. I'm quite confident in that. So Katie Harrison's your girl to talk to. Property's available. It may not be for much longer. We've got very realistic owners, but at 1.1 million simply won't be selling at 9 Shona Lane. It's glorious entertainment's home. The outdoor area alone, you would probably pay 1.1 million for. Thanks very much for coming along. Jeremy, your charges are going very well here, Rachel and Jess. So thanks to those joining us online. Have a lovely afternoon and evening.